What's going on, guys? Adam again, back with the Atomic Garage, and today we are finally going to start tack welding and putting together the bash bar for my E36. Coming up in this video. So guys, we are going to start this thing off right with these plates. Now, I did a little bit of mocking up and you probably see some lines on the edges, and that's because I need to cut those spots because the BMW has a little raised lip edge around there. So I need to cut those so that way this plate can sit flush. What we're also going to be doing is removing the 1/4 inch studs that held on those shots for the front bumper. 1/4 inch, that is not big enough, not by a long shot. So I've upgraded it, not too terribly crazy, but I went to a 3/8 size bolt that we will be using. So I got to beat out those old little 1/4 inch studs so that way we can have something with meat that's going to hold on this tube front bumper. And once we do that, guys, then we can try and orient exactly where we can center everything, so then we could go to the car and use all these magnets that I bought to go ahead and try and mock up this top bar. And once I get that perfect, then we can move on to start tacking everything else, and then we'll give it another test fit. So I have finally got this section here perfectly straight and where it should be. So from here, I'm going to go ahead and lay down some tack welds. I need to grind these spots clean a little bit just so I can get a nice little spot. But besides that, that's about it. So that's the next thing I'm going to do. Get a couple tacks on it that's nice and make it nice and secure. And then from there, we can keep rolling. Alright, I'm gonna flip it and do 2 more tacks on it. Alright, I got the front and the back side tacked up. not necessarily dime, still kind of playing with my heat and placement, but looks good for the most part. I'm not mad at it. The top looks way better than the bottom tacks, but whatever. Still a learning process. Anyway, I'm gonna let this cool, then we'll run outside, put it on, kind of see where we want to mark everything so that way it can be centered, and then we will start with the plates. Tack the plates in. Then we go back out, test fit it again. If that still checks out, then we'll just keep rocking and rolling with it and just keep adding pieces to it until we have a complete badge bar. So what I'm going to do is measure from end to end, and then I'm going to put the center line here. I'm going to find the center line on the badge bar as well. And once I do that, I will know what's perfectly centered. Then from there, I can mark the slots on both of them, and we can go ahead and weld up the plates. So here we are, guys. I have the center point on the blue tape right there, and also I took this center section out, made things a whole lot easier. The problem that I ran into was this side, those studs knocked out just super fast, super quick. Just one tap and they were gone. This side, on the other hand, was actually welded in on the back side. So as you see, I got two on the outside done, and honestly I just got tired, didn't feel like dealing with it anymore. But I've got all the measurements and stuff that I need on this car to go ahead and weld it up in the shop. So let me show you what I got there. So here we have it, guys. Here is what we have so far, and I've got everything perfectly put how I want it. Even screwed some of these pieces of wood together because it's so high. As you can see, I just needed to make sure I got those ends off the ground. But I took measurements in multiple spots, and I've got it perfectly where I need these to go. So I'm going to throw some tacks in on this bad boy with the TIG machine, and then from there we will take it back out to the car to test it, step back, see how it looks. Because quite honestly, I don't know how it looks. I just want to put enough tacks on it. That way I know it's not going nowhere. I know I'm welding on wood. Not the best idea. I'll transfer parts that I'm going to fully weld in onto the welding cart, or I'll probably just pull it out and go back and forth. But for right now, this will do, just because I want to make sure I get it tacked in pretty good. You know, I see that my TIG, my tungsten stick out isn't all that great, and the fact that it's got a little bit of carbon. I might have dipped it in the weld pool, so it's a little contaminated. But despite that, I don't know if it's me getting better or the machine doing all the work, but I still get pretty good welds. Definitely going to clean it. This is only for tacking purposes, but I feel pretty good about it. just putting that one bar on by itself looks great. It is perfectly even. I've stepped back at it and stared at it and stared at it and stared at it, and you know, the longer you stare at it, the more crooked something gets. Seems to be dead straight. So I feel really good about that. So the next thing is to unbolt it yet again, take it inside, and go ahead and finish build the rest of it. Put the supports on and everything like that, and that's going to get interesting. I'm gonna throw you guys on a time lapse, and we're just gonna hammer it out at the first and tack everything in, and then we'll test fit it again. And once it's good for that last time, we're gonna weld everything in. We're gonna try and do 100% TIG all the way around this Werks bash bar. So let's get to it. Alright guys, and we are back. So as you can see, it is sitting on its own without anything holding it up. I got it tacked in place. I stopped recording because you guys have pretty much seen a bunch of welding, a bunch of taking, so there's no need for that. And I came in early this morning and fully tacked everything in. That's why, as you see, I'm still in Fastenal clothing. They'll be all right. Shameless plug for them, I guess. But what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take this bumper after I show it off, and we're gonna put it on the BMW, and we're gonna get a test for it. We're gonna see how does it look. Is there any changes that need to be made or not? So let's see. Oh my God, look at the BMW. It is breathtaking. It is amazing. Look at that. You couldn't ask for a more sinister look. You couldn't ask for a more hardcore. The black goes with it. The white gives it the rally aspirations. It's like it's Batman's recreational vehicle. He just got flashy with the white wheels. Wow. Guys, Werks, check it out. And no, I didn't build it exactly to look like the ones that's on the website in the picture. Didn't make many changes, just some slight changes. Made these bottom supports that go from the main mount to the bottom mount, the bottom bar. I made that at an angle a little bit, kind of gave it some fangs, kind of gave it some teeth. Now imagine behind there is an intercooler. You got the intercooler piping on both sides, and it's gonna be amazing. Then we're gonna have the bottom splitter at the very bottom of it. Oh my. Throw on a little bit of aero, make it look aggressive. This thing is absolutely bonkers. It's wild, it's crazy. It's exactly what was going through my mind. and I love it, guys. Comment section below, let me know how you guys feel about the E36. But honestly, if you guys were me, you guys would be ecstatic. If I was you, I'd be running out to Werks to buy one of these kits. They make them pre-made already, but I needed to practice with my actual TIG welding skills. And man, I love it. Guys, I'm sweating, I'm panting, I'm sweating pork grease right here, because look at that thing. Oh, it looks beautiful, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Next couple videos that we'll be doing is continuing to work on the actual turbo system. Still got some things that need to be buttoned up and done. A lot of stuff, quite actually. Comment section below. I need all you guys' support, because I'm running out of steam, I'm running out of energy, and I'm like, man, I just wish this car was done. But this is one thing that gave me the energy. It put the batteries back in my back, guys. And guys, oh my God, I love it. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.